See the problem? We're gonna fix that now. We have the old stairs. Originally, the floor was up to here, so that would have gone straight up to here. This was bolted into the wood here and then bolted into the floor. I can't bolt it into the steel, and so what I'm going to do is make a stand and have some wood that goes down here. It goes over this. This is the heat exchanger, so it's got to rise above and go over the heat exchanger. So we're going to do some carpentry with literally just a handful of tools. I'm going to use wood from the wood pile. This is all I have to make this. Is some bits of wood that were lying around, my drill, a screwdriver, some screws and drill bits, and a saw. I don't have a set square, so I can't make a right angle, so I'm just going to have to guess it all and just screw it together, and it's just going to be a bit rubbish. But it'll work. I hope.
That's what we're going to cut.
That's just awful. Well, detail never his strong point. I hope he's not going to build the entire boat like that.
I can hear you, by the way.
This stairs reminds me of a boat constructed at the same time as Linda, built in Ireland. It was the grandest boat ever built. That's what this stairs reminds me of. Do you know what they called that boat?
Go on.
The Titanic. Any idea what happened to that boat?
When I got the boat 2 years ago, by the first summer, so that would have been summer 2019, I think. Yeah. I took all the rigging down. What I didn't do was record where all the rigging went, as in, if I need to put it back up, what goes where. What I'm looking for is steel cable. Here it is. This is what I want. I've got a mess of stuff. I wish I knew which went where, so if anybody knows, or if anybody has a rigging diagram for a jolk, that would be superb. Oh, somebody's caught a fish. And now battle commences. Here come the cavalry. What is it, carp? Carp? Tench. Excellent.
Hiya! probably trying to figure out what I'm doing. And I'm moving that block down so that I can run a cable up to the block, back down to the boom, so that I can lift the boom and swing it off that broken bracket.
This is not working for me, so I can't get that through there because there's a split pin in here. But I definitely didn't undo the split pin on this, whereas that's a little old nail, and I probably did undo the split pin on this. And this is a bit janky, but it'll do. I suspect that this is the one that was up here, but I'm going to put it onto this hitch over here.
By taking out the split pin, I can move the wheel and get the cable through. I've moved the wheel, I pushed the cable through, putting the axle back in, and now a flyby by the Canadian Air Force. I'm mentally and physically exhausted by this stage, and it's starting to show. Cables were getting caught everywhere as I tried to raise the mast. And my arms were so tired, it was difficult to turn the handle. And now I had to figure out how was I going to attach this end of the cable and lift the boom. The cable needs to be attached to this black winch. However,
This is tantalizingly close to reaching that, which I suspect is possibly where it used to be. And of course you can see the angle that the boom is at. It's fallen over as the stand has lost its strength. So that's probably where we're losing our inches, if being attached to that is the answer, and then you just use this screw drive to raise and lower it. My initial plan was that we would use block and tackle. We have this block and tackle here, which has 2, which means that you can run the rope down through it 4 times, I think. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing, so if anybody knows what I'm doing, please do comment below. A lot of fishing going on. Lovely evening. I've taken that off this and replaced it with this. Put it back. And I have... Okay, do the other side now. I'm going to swap that with that one.
so then I made up this block and tackle and tried to lift it that way, and the boom didn't budge. But then finally my brain clicked.
I've disconnected it because I realised I could connect it up to this pulley. And lo and behold, it rises. And and stays put.
You can notice now the camera angles are getting very strange. I'm exhausted.
So now I should be able to swing it across. So this bracket here used to hold the mast. Slide it in there. And again, into there. And the mast used to come down and rest on that. But because Tice, the carpenter, made the mast to fit perfectly, it won't budge. But this, in theory, should now tie the rope there, and that'll stop it from swinging around.
And this is how the rest of the week went. My body needed to recover, and I wasn't capable of any more work.
Well, thank you for watching. Don't forget to hit subscribe and like, and we'll see you next week. Here, have peace.